special thanks to Skylar Cole for that lovely performance of the national anthem. We'll be right back, folks.
What you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. Ay, what you know about rolling down in the deep? When your brain goes numb, you can call that mental freeze. When these people talk too much, put that in slow motion. Yeah, I feel like an astronaut in the ocean. What you know about rolling.
And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. Hey, Allie.
Anthony Edwards is on the rise. Karl Anthony Towns said, quote, he already has the talent. We all knew that when we drafted him, but he just wants it. And he has that thing, something you can't teach. It has to be built in. Asked of his ceiling, Edwards says, quote, I don't think I have one. I can be as good as anyone. Brian?
Oh, tremendous, Allie. Thank you. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. They have to be frustrated right now, falling down into the bottom of the rankings.
When I look at Minnesota, they've shown their potential, but we've seen it in flashes. If they want to move up this list, it may take better focus and commitment.
And to look at Minnesota's opening lineup, Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards, and it's McDaniels in at small forward. And for Phoenix, the deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Some teams find it easier to hit the ground running when the season starts. Others, not so much. Doris, how come it takes so long for some squads to get in the so-called mid-season form?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's about the personnel. Is somebody coming off an injury? How many new additions do you have? Is the coaching staff new? Different teams have different attitudes when it comes to the early part of the schedule, but for several, this is sort of an extended preseason working things out.
Now here's Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Now Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Here's McDaniels. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Ayton with a screen. Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Paul can't get it to go. And here's Minnesota now. Their first chance to take a look at the Suns this season.
They'll face each other 4 times this season. Let's see which team starts off strong.
I think each team obviously will be looking to dictate the tempo and set the tone early.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Fantastic replay we just saw of the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, he made that drive look easy, but that had a high degree of difficulty.
And Gobert with a block.
Well, let's remember, Rudy Gobert has got a 7'9" wingspan. Sometimes it's just easy picking sending it back. Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Paul passes to Ayton. Booker with it to halt the run. Oh, Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
First personal foul.
One of the most impressive things about Devin Booker has been his consistency. This guy is productive, and he is willing to carry the offensive burden.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Both free throws good from Booker.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Booker against Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Right side, Russell. Over Paul. The shot by Russell, no good.
I mean, I think that was their first miss of the game. They've been just rolling.
Bridges passes to Booker. No good on the triple.
I mean, just a tough start, missing their first 5 shots.
Paul against Russell. Towns for 3. Offensive rebound. Good. Gobert's got 5 now.
And this is what Rudy Gobert's job is. Be a force on the glass.
And here's Paul. He really had an off game against the Rockets. He can't get it to go. Good D by Gobert. To the paint. McDaniels against Bridges. Gobert with a screen on Johnson. Towns passes to McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
How quickly does Rudy Gobert move off the screen? His mobility makes him a tough cover in the pick and roll.
Phoenix calls timeout. Phoenix making some changes. Landale's checked in for Ayton. Saric comes in for Johnson. And Anthony subbed in for Paul. And the Timberwolves making a change here. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Anthony outside. Pass to Booker. Right at the free throw line. And again, it's the Suns missing.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Bridges against Anderson. Towns for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
As they say, live by the three, die by the three. When you're too perimeter dependent, it's hard to maintain consistency game in and game out.
I think when you shoot as poorly as they did from deep in that basketball game, it's not going to go your way very often. The three ball too critical in today's NBA.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, great play down low. I mean, you expect the defense to adjust, collapse maybe, but that should open up things on the perimeter later in the game.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
That free throw good from Booker. Okogie's checked in for Bridges. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Off on that one, so he goes 1 out of 2 at the line.
This has not been a good period for this guy. Out of sync, not letting the game come to him. He's got to settle down and make shots.
Here's Forbes. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Prince. Off the left rim and out. The Suns trailing. Now Anthony. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Shots good by Šarić.
Give Šarić the credit for that. Boy, the defense pretty good. He was just better offensively. Nice job in the contest. One of the highlights of the 2022 All-Star Weekend, of course, Cole Anthony in the dunk contest, using his dad, our 2K colleague, Greg, as a prop.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
Anthony, the pass to Booker. Now Šarić. Out left to the wing. Here's Anthony. And that one's long.
Boy, no idea why he went with the fadeaway. Had a clean look at the basket.
Here's Noel. He's guarded by Anthony. Shoots from 12. The Suns clear it. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Booker with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Booker, the pass to Anthony. Šarić, a screen. Anthony misses. Anderson against Anthony. Outside, Anderson. Let's go with a three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Minnesota leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Give it up for their D. They're battling, communicating, and coming up with key stops.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Minnesota in the lead. Bridges and Johnson fill up the forward spots. Chris Paul out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. That's the Suns' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Now here's Edwards. He picked up 15 in their last win against San Antonio. And no good, his first shot of the night, missing. And Phoenix has possession. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. Outside Paul. The kick out to Johnson. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. You see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, you can't do that in today's game. And Guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
Great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
The shot by Johnson, no good.
Well, defensively, if you allow him to get this close, you're playing with fire. He just happened to miss that one.
McDaniels passes to Reed. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Russell from outside. The rebound by Shamet.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Puts up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
His 3-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Outside Russell. The 3 ball. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. It's Shamet on the wing, guarded by Edwards. The kick out to Johnson. Lets it go from deep. Counted from distance. Johnson's got 6 here in the quarter.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finding his offense.
Edwards for 3. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
I know he wants to answer the 3 that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible.
Now here's McDaniels. 10 points in his last outing. Pass to Reed. With the fadeaway. Rebounded by Johnson.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
For 3, Bridges. And the Suns get another 3.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam cam. Phoenix has gone 4 of 6 from 3-point range thus far.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Phoenix calls timeout. The Suns will go for a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Ayton. Cauley-Stein comes in for Johnson. Boston's checked in for Shamet. And Cole Anthony subbed in for Paul. Prince is checked in for the Timberwolves. Noel comes in for Anthony Edwards. Now here's Anthony. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Up and over Russell. Anthony misses. The Timberwolves trail. Pass to Noel. Towns with the ball. He's guarded by Bridges. And the basket by Towns. Towns has gotten his first points in this one.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. And Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint. Good night.
Here's Boston. And the Suns miss again. Here's Noel. Outside Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Noel. 5 on the clock. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Phoenix has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. With the floater. And Anthony with the lay-in. And the Suns lead by 2.
Despite their early struggles from the field, they have the lead and look like they're finally coming together as an offensive unit.
Here's Noel. Back to Russell. Reed to screen on Anthony. Russell from outside. Doesn't go for him. And Phoenix will come the other way. Anthony outside. A minute 4 left in the first half. Here's Boston. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And here's a look at what's coming up for the Phoenix Suns. On Friday, they'll be matching up with Damian Lillard and the Portland Trailblazers. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Suns.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The first one falls. Phoenix making some changes. Landale's checked in for Biyombo. Saric comes in for Cauley Stein. And it's Devin Booker in for Bridges. And he makes both free throws. Here's Noel. 52 seconds left in the second. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Gobert. And the layup is good off the glass. Gobert's got 9 points.
Now, the painted area might as well be Rudy Gobert's domain. He uses every bit of that size and length to assert his dominance.
Now here's Booker. He's coming off a 10-point game against Houston. And Gobert with a block. And he gets it back. It's good. 24 seconds left to play in the first half. Anderson with it. Clock at 6. Gobert with a screen on Saric. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Suns ahead, up 4. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Thanks for tuning in. The story tonight with the Minnesota Timberwolves, they were in a close game.
They've worked the ball inside. Keep feeding your big dogs down low. Roof, roof, roof. Good things will happen.
Spoken like a guy who made a career out of living in that paint. Okay, let's take a moment now to celebrate our Players of the Week. And in the West, Luka Doncic.
This isn't the first, and it will not be the last one of these awards for Luka Doncic. A master at getting his own shot, as well as creating for others. Simply unstoppable on offense. Also a tremendous rebounder in his position.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. You look at Rudy Gobert in this game, he's been everywhere.
He has come out energized, and as a result, he's been crushing it offensively.
Boy, he's been aggressive, looking for his shot. Remarkable effort on the offensive end in that first half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's Russell in at the 1.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. And here's Edwards. Now Gobert. Covered by Johnson for the lead. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Well, what stood out the most at Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Now here's Edwards. Russell from outside. And Ayton pulls it down.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
And Paul gets it to go.
Now, this is a comfort zone for Chris Paul. That mid-range game, you better guard it.
Outside Russell. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have, just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Booker. Bridges down low, guarded by Russell. Back to Booker. Lets the 3 fly. Sends it home from three-point land. And it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
When you're a player like Devin Booker, whether you're playing with the ball or in this instance without, your instinct is, I'm going to rise and fire on the catch.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves. Some changes for Phoenix. Okogie comes in for Bridges, and it's Shamet in for Paul. Here's Russell. Outside Edwards. 4-3. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got 4 rebounds now.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
Pass to Shamet. To shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot. A good look from Johnson. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
Boy, defense nowhere to be found, and neither was his shot at that time.
Outside McDaniels. Gobert passes to Russell. Now Towns. Outside Edwards. There's the three. Here's McDaniels. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns leading. Pass to Booker. Back to Okogie. Left side Booker. Fires the three. That shot missing. So Minnesota will take it the other way. And here's McDaniels. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. Showing the numbers from last NBA season, the leaders in team steals. The Timberwolves, third.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Outside Booker. Pass to Aiden. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. For Minnesota, they've gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent elite defenders in the game.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Of course, with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
Free throw good, Edwards.
Anthony Edwards is one of the most explosive athletes in the league. He can burn you with his perimeter jump shooting. He's dangerous in transition. And look out, folks, the upside is there.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Anderson's checked in for Gobert. Prince comes in for Towns. Noel, he's checked in for McDaniels. And Forbes subbed in for Russell. And he can't hit the second. Phoenix has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line in this game. Anthony outside. Now Booker. Give him 8 points now. Back to Anthony. Fires from deep. Prince grabs the miss. Minnesota has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Charge against Edwards. Got a hand on it. Now here's Booker. Pass to Anthony. We've got 1:08 left in the third quarter here. Back to Saric. Here's Landale. Shoots a fadeaway. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And I don't understand. Why is he going to the fadeaway? Just go straight up with it.
Here's Anderson. On the money with the jumper.
Anderson.
A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Saric a screen. Here's Anthony. Banked it in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 5.
Cole Anthony is unafraid to take on anybody willing to finish through contact. Yes, sir.
Outstanding dribble drive. And that replay was brought to you by Mobile One.
Whoa, a drive like that is the kind of play that can shift the entire outcome of a close game like this one.
Anderson. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It's on Dario Saric.
Second team foul. At the line for the Timberwolves, Kyle Anderson, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Anderson. And the Suns will go for a different look here. Biyombo, he's checked in for Landale. Cauley Stein comes in for Saric. Mikal Bridges checked in for Okogie. And it's Paul in for Booker. Karl Anthony Towns is checked in for the Timberwolves. And Anderson drops them both. Phoenix has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Here's Paul. Oh, steps back and drains the jumper. Paul's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, there's been a consistency to the perimeter game of Chris Paul. That jump shot as reliable as it gets.
Towns for 3. That one is off. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Suns ahead. They lead by 5. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter.
27.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. We've got Chris Paul. Johnson is out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Paul against Russell, and Kyle Anderson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Ayton. Pass to Cauley-Stein. Bridges with it. Now Cauley-Stein. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Bridges. Over to the wing. From deep, Johnson. Forbes with the rebound. And here's Russell. Outside, Anderson. Russell against Paul. Outside, McDaniels. From outside, off the mark. The Suns leading. Johnson finds Bridges. Ayton, a screen on Russell. Here's Paul. The shot off that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Back to Daniels. Towns on a screen. Here's Russell. Uneasy, too, on the layup.
You have the sense that D'Angelo Russell likes to play through contact. This is a tough-minded player.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece. The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
The Suns making a switch here. Booker's checked in. Gobert's checked in for the Timberwolves. Anthony Edwards comes in for Forbes. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He told his players, you know your job. Now just go out and do it. Don't get caught up in the moment. I want you to play with a steady pulse. He understands the emotions can run high at this stage of the game.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Booker, the pass to Aiden. Paul with it. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
The first free throw is good.
Boy, the consistent greatness of Chris Paul, playmaker, scorer, defender, leader, year after year. Chris Paul silences any doubt about his place in this game.
Paul hits them both. And last year's outcome, so unfortunate for Paul and the Phoenix Suns, Grant.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, the best record in the league by 8 games. You know, it kind of seemed like Paul might finally get that ring. Just a heartbreaking loss for them against Dallas in Game 7.
Now here's Gobert. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Well, Rudy Gobert showing a bit of an edge on the interior. This guy, if he goes up strong, the defense is going to have to whack him to contain him.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second.
Just a tough miss at the line. They're down 2 baskets now.
Phoenix has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. To the middle. Here's Johnson. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 3 assists tonight.
There's a level of floor awareness that has always been innate to Chris Paul. What a pretty find.
Now here's Gobert. Pass to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Paul with a steal. Oh, there's the alley.
Smooth finish off a terrific feed.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Russell to pass to Gobert. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. Ball against Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Shoots over Booker. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Up top, Aiden. Ball against Russell. Now here's Paul. He's covered closely. The layup off target for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Outside McDaniels. The 3 from Russell. The rebound by Bridges.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Here's Paul. Bridges, a screen on Russell. Goes up on the baseline. Paul, shot is off.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Russell against Booker. The shot by Russell, no good. Outside Booker. Bridges passes to Aiden. Here's Booker. Second shot opportunity. Aiden with the bucket inside. And the Suns lead by 8.
Well, you have to love DeAndre Ayton's effort, intensity, and relentlessness as a rebounder.
Now a timeout called by Minnesota. They're down by 8. 1:43 left in the fourth quarter. Timberwolves making a change here. Towns has checked in. .143 left in the fourth quarter here. Gobert with a screen on Booker. Booker against Edwards. Pass to Towns. Now McDaniels. Towns a screen on Bridges. McDaniels passes to Edwards. 4 on the clock. Ooh, once again off the mark by Minnesota. The Suns have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the fourth quarter. Passes to Ayton. Here's Booker. Left side Paul. Back to Booker. The 3 is up. Minnesota with a rebound. Outside Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Off target from 3-point range. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up top, Ayton. Paul against Russell. Now here's Paul. Defense is right there. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. So it's Minnesota now. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth.
Great job on the glass. Bodies down low, needing to fight for position. That's perfect.
The Suns win it. Even early on in this game, they appeared happy to be playing at home.
And it makes a huge difference. Once they started to get into a groove, you never really felt like they wouldn't come out on top.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time.